but that's going to go very much against him with the commissioner, and I have a feeling that the commissioner will uphold the firing.
All right, so here's what happens next. The Civilian Complaint Review Board, the city agency that prosecuted Pantaleo, and the officer's attorneys now have 2 weeks to respond to Maldonado's recommendation that he be fired. You believe that the commissioner will uphold that. Is there anything at all that the officer can do at this point, or his attorneys can do to save his job? Or if is he done for?
No, he's not done for, because even after the commissioner makes a decision, he will probably have one of 2 rights. The union can then take the case perhaps to arbitration, and an arbitrator could in fact either uphold the firing or reverse it. Or he may have an administrative process there in New York that he could also follow through on.
Okay. The New York City PBA are going to be holding a news conference at 2 o'clock. But the PBA president, Patrick Lynch, said the following, and if we could put it on the screen, saying that this decision is pure political insanity, which is what you touched on a moment ago. If it is allowed to stand, it will paralyze the NYPD for years to come. This judge ignored the evidence and trampled police officer Pantaleo's due process rights in order to deliver the result that the grandstanding politicians and protesters demanded. The only hope for justice now lies with Police Commissioner O'Neill. He knows the message that this decision sends to every cop. We are expendable, and we cannot expect any support from the city we protect. He knows that if he affirms this horrendous decision, he will lose his police department. Your reaction?
Well, Julia, morale is clearly low in the police department today because one of their own has been fired under these circumstances, and each and every police officer out there realized that he could be fired or she could be fired under the circumstances in which Pantaleo was faced with. But on the other hand, when he had what one would define as due process, meaning Pantaleo, he did go before a hearing panel, and that panel apparently, vis-a-vis the commissioner, has...
I'm going to have to cut you off, Ted. Mayor Bill de Blasio is speaking now. Let's listen.
Because we watched an innocent man die. And the fear was because people worried that there would be no justice, that the inequities that have plagued us for generations would simply continue unchecked. But today, for the first time in these long 5 years,